YouTube. What up, YouTube? Big T.O. Heavy Bad Boxing TV. Man, if you don't get your big goofy ass in here and hit that bag. If you catch me for the very first time, please like, comment, subscribe. Most definitely hit that little bell, man. Make sure it's black so when I drop, come out, hang out with your boy. All right. Shout out to the supporters of the channel, man. You too can support your boy. Right here, Cash App and Venmo is the only way to do so right now. Big shout out to some big supporters of the channel. DJ, Mark Nash TV, G Wavy, Skip the Stepper. Truly, truly appreciate y'all, man. Real rap. You got to understand, man. That shit's from the heart. You make me want to keep coming back and doing what I'm doing. All right, man. My guy, Tsyzu. I feel like I've been forgetting about my guy, Tsyzu. Listen, this channel right here was high on Tsyzu damn near out the gate. And it looks like Tsyzu is coming back and he's locked in for September the 22nd. Now, I told y'all, especially with the Virgil Ortiz and Tsyzu fight, that falling apart due to the injury that Tsyzu suffered versus, of course, Sebastian Fundora and that WBO scrap. I felt like it was kind of fishy. I felt like it was some inner workings and the power to be behind, the curtain, pulled Tsyzu out of that fight. Now, they said it was for, so his head could heal up. But here we are a month later. They're saying that he's good to go for September. He had the August the 3rd date, and I'm not so sure, how much healing it did between there and between August and September, or how much he'll be healed up. But it just seemed a bit fishy. Now, that is a significant amount of time. Maybe that's just the right amount of time for him to do so. But make no mistake about it, that was a very dangerous fight versus an undefeated 100% knockout ratio in a Virgil Ortiz, and back-to-back losses for Tsyzu could have been detrimental, in my opinion, especially with the whole Aussie nation behind him. He could be very, very marketable in the future. I do believe Tsyzu can be a huge, huge superstar. So even if it wasn't, the cut, even if it wasn't the injury, I know Tsyzu, he's proven, well, at least I think I know Tsyzu, and he's proven that he's a warrior, right? He wanted to continue that fight with Sebastian Fundora. So we know it wasn't Tsyzu that pulled out of the fight. I think if you tell Tsyzu, hey, you got to fight, he's game, he's ready to go. But I do believe it was probably Al Heyman trying his best to protect Tsyzu from maybe back-to-back losses that could really hurt his stock. Now, I said if they put him in there with a soft touch next, then it was more of a duck, not specifically straight from Tsyzu, but, his advisor and how Al Heyman. But it looks like they're going to throw him right back in there with somebody who not as dangerous as, of course, Virgil Ortiz, but an extremely talented, gifted fighter who I believe adapts very well, who also lost to Fundora and has fought like at least 2 title eliminators in the Erickson Lubin. That's a really, really tough fight for anybody, in my opinion. So to throw Tsyzu right back out there versus somebody as tough as the Erickson Lubin, I get it, right? My thing is, I didn't want to see him in there with a tomato can or somebody we knew that he would walk right through. I do believe Erickson Lubin presents a very, very competitive fight. Now, this will be for the IBF final title eliminator, for those of you who don't know. All right, so the winner of this would be in line for, or should be getting next, the Russian, the IBF champion right now, the Russian Bakram Murtazaev. I don't know if I know I'm butchering that name, but it's Murtazaev, Bakram Murtazaev. We'll just call him BM for right now. They'll be in line for that IBF title. And I think this is a great route for Tsyzu to go down that IBF route and grab another belt, man, so he can be in the mix at 54, and more than likely see a Bud Crawford if those paths align. Now, I do believe, and maybe I'm tripping, but I think Jermell Crawford. I said Jermell Crawford. Jermell Charlo comes out of left field and probably jumps in there maybe before Tsyzu or after that Tsyzu scrap if he gets past Erickson Lubin and manages to defeat BM. Listen, I'm riding how Tsyzu. I think he beats Erickson Lubin. I think he beats BM. I think that is still a really big fight. The fight that has eluded him. Tsyzu was supposed to fight Jermell Charlo, and those two could still very well be on a collision course. We kind of gotta let it play out, see what happens. But I think so. Definitely want to know y'all's thoughts in it. That's all I got for y'all on this one, man. Big T.O. heavy bag. Tsyzu back in the mix September 22nd. I'm happy for that one. Let's do it. Heavy Bag Boxing TV. Talk to him, Roger.
Most motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing.